double honors to the apostles and all you Akim out there in sincerity. Today we're going to go into faith making us whole in whatever situation that we're in this walk. So we're going to start at Mark chapter 5. We're going to start at verse 25. We're going to start at
This is Mark 5 and 25. And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. When she had heard of Yahweh.
Now those physicians, those were real physicians. Meaning they deal with the herbs, they deal with all those different things. But if you notice in the story, the Lord didn't let it get healed that way. Because he wants the glory to be shown of how strong faith is. Faith is above all of that at the end of the day. And that's really what it's going into when you read that. It's breaking it down. She spent all what she had. All these different herbs and it wasn't working. Go ahead.
And had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse. When she had heard of Yahweh and came and pressed behind him and touched his garment. For she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole.
Now this is the point right here to focus on. Can we touch Yahweh's garment right now? Yes, we can. He ain't physically walking on the earth, but he here. You got to believe he here. So we can touch him in our mind. That's why it's a spiritual war. The same thing that woman did, we can do. And that's a woman that it's talking about. So at any moment, we can touch him here. Think about that. Yahweh wants us to read that and understand that. He ain't got to be physically walking around and, where's he at? Grab his garment. He's with us. He's with us. So think about the power of that. He wants us to touch him. Whether you're low, high, whatever it is, he touch me and watch what happens. But you got to believe that. That's power. Go ahead.
And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up. And she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. And Yahweh immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him.
Power. Faith is spiritual power. It wasn't Yahweh's faith, it was her faith. Go ahead.
Can I grab that NLT?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Just like you said. And Yahweh realized that once that healing power had gone from him, so he turned around and the crowd asked, who touched my robe? And asked the crowd, who touched my robe? And his disciples said unto him, thou seest the multitude throning thee, and sayest thou, who touched me? And he looked round about to see her that had done this thing. But this woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done in her, came and fell down before him and told him all the truth.
She told him, I believe if I touch you, that my blood would heal. I've been dealing with this for years. I spent all my money, everything I had, and it got worse. All these different herbs, physicians that were known to heal people. She wouldn't have went to them if they wouldn't know. But for some reason, her blood, it just wouldn't work. She's explaining this. You got to think about it in real time. She's explaining it to Yahweh right in his face. And I just thought if I could just touch you because I believe in you that much, that it will be healed. Go ahead.
And he said unto her, daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole.
Read that again.
And he said unto her, daughter, thy faith has made thee whole.
How is that not power? How is that not spiritual power? How? It wasn't Yahweh's faith, it was hers. She made a decision. She made a choice. She didn't give up because all the herbs didn't work. She said, you know what? Forget that. He gonna heal me by just touching him. So you gotta understand the connection of our thought process connected to the heavens is major because we're Israelites. That's what we got of our heritage being Israelites. That's part of what makes us above everybody else on the earth. We can go to the Lord like that and things happen. But that's a woman that had that mentality. Mm-hmm. You gonna let her outdo you? She's written about for a reason. The Lord made sure she was written about. He said, and we're supposed to read that and learn from it. And that's what we're going. What do we learn from that? We can do a lot through Yahushua. That's why he came down here in the first place, so we can have this privilege to have faith in him like that, and things happen based off that. Of your faith. It's based on you. You. Look in the mirror. It's you, man. It's me. It's you.
God.
If she would have doubted, it never would have happened. That's how horrible doubt is. If she would have doubted, that never would have happened. There's no way virtue would have went out.
Right.
Something connected, that faith energy connects with the heavens, and it makes things happen. And that's what we read. Go ahead, Doc.
And he said unto her, Daughter, thy faith has made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague.
Bro, that's heavy, man. So back to what I said earlier. Can we touch his garment? At any second when you choose to. Yeah. But if you're scared and you don't realize what he represents for us as a nation, then you're going to be timid. You ain't going to be bold. It says step to the throne of grace boldly. That's right. King David was bold. King David was like, man, look, man, they were bold. Elijah bold. So they were so bold that they was written about. So that we can read it and say, man, I need to get on that level. So that's what you can learn from your everyday walk. Touch his garment, man. He's there. You got to make a decision and get that bullshit out your mind. Get entertainment out your mind. Get bitches out your mind. Women that don't mean nothing.
Man.
So that won't mess up that thought process that we're reading here. Because that's what Satan wants. Satan knows faith is our power. He knows that. That's why you read somebody get pulled of Ephesians 6 they want. Satan knows this, man. All right? Is that the end on that? Yeah. There's a little more.
Yeah, it wasn't wrong.
Go ahead.
While he yet spake, there came from the ruler of the synagogues a house certain which said, Thy daughter is dead. Thy troublest thou thy master any further.
Yeah. Go to Luke 8.
Luke 8. I got a quick one. Can I bring it out real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 2. And it says, But unto you that fear my name shall the word kanap in the Hebrew. And when you go into the word kanap, it says wing, extremity, edge, wing, border, corner, shirt, or the skirt of a garment. Okay? So you just made the statement going into how we got to touch that garment. That's what Yahushua ultimately came for. That way we have the access to touch him because he's here to heal. Right. And he's amongst all of us.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Kind of my man add now. Scripture says, I am with you even until the end.
Come on now. He's with us. But he's waiting on see who gonna touch him. In the worst situations, whatever situation, who gonna touch him?
Right.
That's what impresses Yahweh Shemawashah. We gotta focus on what impresses them, man.
Right.
You talking about bright? You talking about points? We know charity, alms, faith, fear in the Lord. You know, but we know it's impossible to please him without faith, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what you dig into. Touch the garment like that. The woman touched the garment. Her faith made her whole. Guess what? Your faith can make you whole. Fuck all the complaining. It don't mean nothing no more. It means nothing. Even if it's a hard situation, it still means nothing. Focus on what's gonna make us whole, so we can get our butts out of here. Period. Okay.
Luke 8.
Yeah. Luke 8.
This is Luke 8, starting at 1. And it came to pass afterward that he went through every city and village, preaching and showing the glad tidings of the kingdom of Yahweh Yahushua. And the 12 were with him. And a certain woman which had been healed of evil spirits and infirmities, Mary called Magdalene, out of whom went 7 devils.
And that could have been all kinds of meaning numbers of spirits. Go ahead.
And Jonah, the wife of Chusa, Herod's steward, and Susanna, and many others, which ministered unto him of their substance. And when much people were gathered together and were come to him out of every city, he spake by a parable. A sower went out to sow his seed. And as he sowed, some fell by the wayside on good ground, and sprang up and bare fruit 100-fold. And when he had said these things,
In that good ground, that rooted in Yahweh Shai, and that marriage, that marriage faith, because that's what it is. It's a marriage of faith with Yahweh Shai. That's the marriage. Because when you read, somebody pull real quick, Romans 5, verse 1, real quick. That faith is the marriage right there. Once your faith break, you break in the marriage.
It's Romans 5:1.
Yeah, 5 verse 1.
This is Romans chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with the Most High through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
So you walking around scared, nervous, what the Most High going to do to you? Read that again.
Come. Romans 5 and 1. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with the Most High through our Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
So Yahweh is saying the sons who got faith in my first begotten son, Yahweh Shai, you know what? You good, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to do the worst to you. Because you believe in my son. So I justify you by that. The same way I justified Abraham. The father of faith. Told him he's my friend. That wasn't by the law at all. Which shows you the power, which shows you how this is being operated through the Spirit, man. Go ahead.
Verse 2.
No. Read that again.
Okay. Romans 5 and 1. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with the Most High through our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand.
That's your access. So if your faith wavers, you lose the access. Now demons plague your mind and you're all bugged out. You don't know what to do with yourself. Because you lost access. Now what is that access to? All kinds of spiritual things. Including power, which we talk about for years. Man, spiritual power, man. We're gonna be doing all these kinds of things, man. Yeah, cool, yes. But that's from glory to glory, because that glory to glory is another level of faith, like the onions, layers. That's why the apostle said, increase my faith. They told Yahweh Shai, increase my faith. They had faith already, but they wanted it to be increased. And that's what we want. But it can't increase if we focus on all our things that ain't going right for us.
I say faith is a gift.
It's a gift.
You know what I'm saying? And when you think about when the Lord was telling the disciples, he was like, the parable about money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doubling the money.
Yeah.
The faith is your money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what you do with the gift that he gave you? You know, by the time he returned, our faith should be at an all-time high, double, triple, whatever your what's the word I'm looking for?
Portion.
Yeah, whatever your portion is.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So based on the portion that you was given, it should be doubled or tripled by the time you get back.
Right.
Some 100-fold, some 60, some 30.
Kind.
Whatever you was given, increase it. That's our duty.
Kind. That's right. Because what did he say? He said, when I come, shall I find what? Faith on the earth. He looking for it.
Right.
He literally looking for it.
So you know where he put it?
Right.
He know where he left it.
He knew it.
You know?
So then when they come in the bag, he look at you, he say, justified. Come on.
Yep.
You justified. Come on.
Yep.
Even though we fall short.
Right.
But that's why he took us out from the law and that dominion.
Yeah.
Like a husband has dominion over a woman, and now he has the dominion over us, not the law. Now we have a new program now. The law of faith.
That's right.
That's what a lot of Jake don't get. These other camps, they don't get it, man. They don't get what the law of faith means.
Bro, the Lord is so fair. It went from 613 laws, which we still held accountable for, to just treat somebody like you want to be treated.
Come on, man.
Don't be that nigga, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the more faith you build up, the less you offend too. So
Right. If you fall, Yahweh Shai is our advocate. That's That's what? Access, right?
That's it.
How is that not access for him to go to the Father and talk about you, man?
Right.
Yeah, man. With him right there, yeah. You know, he been going through hard times, but he's still fighting. He's still praying. He still believes in me. The Father, like, oh, okay. Well, you know what? He down. Now he got peace with me because he believed on you. That's the power of Yahweh Shai. The first spirit created coming down from there, being reborn and dealing with what he had to deal with.
Yeah.
That wasn't for nothing. That was for we can sit right here and have this conversation.
I got a quick precept. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 7. It says, therefore, as ye abound in everything, in faith, and utterance, and knowledge, and in all diligence, and in your love to us, see that ye abound in this grace also. Alright? So basically, we're supposed to be increasing and building in all the different key spiritual attributes. You know what I mean? As we go through experiences in life, just like I would say, like on a video game, what happens? You go through things in a video game. You have to figure out puzzles, fight bosses, and you gain what? Experience points.
Right.
Once you gain experience points, what happens? You level up, and your attributes increase. So as we go through sufferings and tribulations and afflictions, we should be abounding in our attributes. One key attribute is what? Faith. So it's like your vitality in this thing. Like you said, it's your ability to access certain things.
Right.
Your faith should abound
Right.
as you go through more things.
Right.
Right?
Right. Because we know if it don't, what's gonna happen? He gonna spew you out because you can't please him because faith ain't there.
Man.
The just shall live by faith. Our faith is on trial. Somebody can get a real quick. Can somebody pull James chapter 1? I think. I'm trying to figure out where to start it. But Lord willing, start at a good point. On James chapter 1.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, go,
You want the second verse? Count it
read
all
it.
joy.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fine.
This James chapter 1 and verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations.
Now, why is it saying kind of joy? Because those exercises is going to be, and it's Satan making you all discombobulated, man. And now you forget the strong power you got in your hands the whole time. Go ahead, Ak.
Okay. Continuing on.
Yeah.
You mind getting NLT?
Yeah.
Kind. Yep. This James chapter 1 and verse 2 NLT. It reads, dear brothers and sisters, when troubles come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy.
Opportunity to what? To get closer to the Lord.
Right.
Because your faith gonna rise if you endure. Because if you endure, he deal with you as what? As sons. You can't lose with that. You lose when you fall to all the shit that ain't going your way. That's when you lose. That's when you feel dark.
I was saying, you remember when you had that, like Ariel was talking about last night at camp, that butt naked moment.
Yeah.
When you were in the shower with the music up, crying, so anybody hear you?
Ooh, yeah.
What did you ask for when you was in there? More faith.
Right.
To be able to what? Endure.
Right.
Now, here go your plate.
Right.
Eat all of it.
That's right.
Right? I'm eating them, even them regular ass peas. You gotta eat all of it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right, man. Man, and that's why it's so beautiful to speak on it, because we know that's what Yahweh Shah spoke when he was on the scene. He spoke it mostly. And he was looking to be impressed. He was looking to be impressed, to see who would think past the circumstances. That's what our walk is about. The just shall live by faith. That's what our walk is about, man.
Right.
You know, that's why I love this conversation, because it does something to my spirit. It makes me, wherever I go, I feel powerful. I'm like, you can't do nothing to me. Look, I don't care what you do, I can see through you. You don't control shit. It's hard to remember that 24/7. That is the reality. But it's no excuse. We still gotta remember. Go ahead, I can some more on that.
All right. Verse 3. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow.
Oh man.
Bro, I'm talking about battle after battle. You know what I'm saying? We literally spiritual prize fighters.
Yeah.
You don't win every fight.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But just because a dude, look, if you done had 50 fights and you got 8 losses, that means you done whooped some ass along the way, but you still human. You know?
Right.
So as long as your victories outweigh your losses, you did what you were supposed to do.
Right.
You know, now you get to the point where you don't want to lose 2 fights in a row. You know what I'm saying? If you do lose 2 fights in a row, you want to win 10 in a row. So you're going to have to make some adjustments within that, figuring it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to say faith come when it want to come. You know? But being able to recognize, oh, you know what? This is an opportunity. Right? We recognize them opportunities now.
Right.
After that 10 seconds of fuck, man, you snap back into reality.
That's right.
You know what?
That's right.
I was on my knees asking for this. I got down on my knees and asked for this. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, the story tell you, look, we was gonna fall, but we was gonna rise back up.
Right.
So we don't get to just stay on the ground. You know? The Lord said, look, I'm gonna put you through it. But I'm also gonna bring you out of it.
Right.
He ain't never left us. So you got, like the elder going into, you gotta keep that in mind. You got to. Otherwise you're gonna melt. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually and physically.
Right. Right.
I got a quick one if I may.
Yeah, come on.
Just to land back off the points of Quan. This is Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16. It says, "For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again."
Bro, they even got that commercial with what's the nigga name that sold his kid out? D-Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a commercial back in the day. I don't care how many times I get knocked down, I'm gonna get up. And they showed him going to the hole, getting fouled, leaving with injury, but he would always come back. That was his MO in the league. How much more for us?
Right.
That nigga got knocked down and stayed down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, bro? We do this every day. We do this every day. You know what I'm saying? You know, faith being increased every day.
Every day. That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff just roll off. That's why I said you get 10 seconds to, you might have to cut that down to 8. On the cool. You got it.
You feel at your most powerful when the shit don't affect you.
Yep.
And you feel the power.
Yep.
And you get rewarded for it.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody got assigned angels and they looking at you. They're literally looking at you to see what you're gonna do.
Yep.
And sometimes you forget they're there. You're like, I can't. You know, because we in this flesh, that's why we need to be changed. But the battle is real. And you get back up. How you get back?
Yeah.
Is it a minute out?
Oh, that was it.
All right.
But if he get the victory,
Your faith is your peace, man. That's a choice. Again, that woman who touched the garment, that was a choice she made. She had 0 doubt. That was a choice.
Had to fight to get to him.
Right.
She had to fight to get to him.
Come on, man. And virtue, power came out of it and went into her and healed everything.
Yeah.
You don't know what else she had going on. Knees probably hurt and healed that.
Everything. Oh, yeah.
Everything.
You know back
A
then,
whole body.
they wasn't finna clear the way for no woman.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Like the scripture said, thy faith have made thee whole.
Completely.
Yeah.
Whatever was wrong.
Exactly.
So what, bro, what excuse do we have? Is it not written? I'm telling you, man, this world is in the fucking way, man.
Yep.
Being too busy is in the way. Letting Satan twirl you in and entangle you, all kinds of stuff, that's in the way. What we talk about now are really feeling the power. So when brothers had a conversation, man, spiritual power coming. I know it's coming. But but the thing that Jake gotta understand, it starts within you. Because it's a process of building of glory to glory within you that expands to things happen on a massive scale that we talk about.
Right.
Sometimes Jake just think the Lord's gonna drop some out of the sky. He can do that, but I'm saying when you talk about the glory to glory, what does that mean? It just mean no, it's like an onion, it's layers, man. With more faith comes more power, becomes more access. And you can move mountains. That's why Yahweh Shah said what he said. We're going to get to Luke 8 in a minute, because that's going to segue that. But that's it.
oh, it was one more.
Look,
It's 1 John chapter 5 and verse 4 in the NLT. For every child of the Most High defeats this evil world and we achieve this victory through our faith.
Whew, read that again.
1 John 5:4 in the NLT. For every child of the Most High defeats this evil world, and we achieve this victory through our faith.
Right, your job, your wife, the neighbors down the street. Man, the armor is in your mind.
Yep.
It ain't a physical armor. That's why. Right. Do you see that relationship was so tight with the Lord? When you read about the prophets of old and the men of the Lord, because they faith was on another level. He was facing Goliath, who done beat everybody ass. He done destroyed everybody, taking heads off, rolling them down the street. Clowning, talking mad. He said, I'm gonna take your head off. How? What would possess a man to say that and not be scared? Because he trusted who was behind him. He made a decision. We got to make a decision and step out there and don't worry about the outcome, because we believe the outcome is gonna be good for us because we trust in the Lord. All that timid stuff ain't gonna work, man. Going into Jacob's trouble is not gonna work. That's why the Lord is the Lord is doing something in the spirit. That's why brothers going through some of the worst hell they ever been through in their goddamn life. Being brought to tears for real, man. But this is where it's at. This is the access to fix, to move forward everything in the spirit. Is that it, bro?
Kyle, I was just gonna make a quick point because you had mentioned about David, him fighting Goliath, and we got 2 Ezra 7 says this condition of the battle.
Yeah.
But David says what? For the battle is the Lord's. So really, this the Lord's setup, man. Like
Time. Yeah, that's an excellent point. So what you scared of? Man, I ain't being scared, man. Forget being scared, man.
Bro.
Hell no.
When the Lord asked Peter,
Right.
wind start blowing now. No, bro. Look where we at, Peter.
Right. Focus on me. Thank you. Right.
It's like as soon as Peter started tripping, the Lord grabbed him up immediately. He said, Peter, bro, how'd you get her? How'd you get her, Peter?
Right.
I got you, bro.
Right.
You know?
Hey. And that voice that voice was winning.
Yeah.
Women getting on their job, money woes, losing hours at work. Now you counting the bills. That's all of that. All those are boisterous wins to distract you from looking straight at your house side and knowing that everything is possible through Him. Keep your eye on the prize. The prize is your house shut.
That's right.
He is the light. He is the way. He is the door. Being conformed to His image, man. Bro, think about what it says when it says that he who has this mind that we will be like him, purify himself. Somebody can pull that to know what's that. I think it's in Philippians or
I got you right here. This is
You got it? Go ahead.
This is 1 John 3:3. And every man that had this hope in him purifieth himself.
You know what? See if you can back up. Is it one before that?
Khan. This is 1 John chapter 3 and verse 2. Let me start at verse 1?
Yeah.
All right, 1 John 3 and 1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of the Most High.
Yeah, what love that He sent His first begotten Son down here to be reborn, to be spit on, to be talked about, to be hated on, to be tortured, all for us. You can't believe on that, man? Come on, boy.
God. It
Bro,
says,
just think about it when we had the animal sacrifice. Bro, them animals getting fucked up for what you did. You know what I'm saying?
Screaming and shit.
And the Lord took that on for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So all the turtle doves and bullocks and all those different things that the Lord said, no. Look, this is the last time we're gonna do this.
Yep.
Yeah. Now I got faith enough that this is gonna be the last time we got to do this. And I got joint heirs that believe the same thing, and the rest of the world gonna follow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But think about that, bro. Think about it, bro. They would have an animal set to the side just to go off and be wicked.
Yep.
You can't do that with the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It said we was bought with a price. You know what I'm saying? That earnest of faith, that down payment, that's the down payment. When the Lord did what He did, it took faith for Him to do that.
Man.
the author and finisher of our faith,
Finish it.
finisher. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come a point to where we ain't gonna have to have faith in making it to the kingdom because we gonna be there.
Right. That's right. That's right.
So 1 John 3 from the top again, it says, "Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of the Most High. Therefore, the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not." Verse 2, "Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is."
Celestial bodies, those extraterrestrial bodies. You know, we're gonna be glorified in that day. Those are the elect. You know, to be on another status, another glory. So our expectations are gonna be on a whole new other status. The things that we are hoping for is gonna be out this world. Like, man, I hope I get that plane in that other galaxy. Man, I hope my kids learn how to fly today. Those are expectations that we have, things that we can't even comprehend in the spirit, things that we can't even utter. Once we accept him, and with that belief, going back to what the elders bringing out, man, you're unstoppable, dog.
Unstoppable.
Bro, the faith of a mustard seed growing to forever in the kingdom.
Come on.
Righteousness forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Bro, you talking about growing up and being locked in into your prime for eternity.
Man.
Because you got to grow as a baby. You have a baby, they grow, you know, little super babies and they grow. But as soon as you get to your prime, the Lord going to lock you into that prime for eternity. Come on, man. All you got to do is have faith to get that? Shoot. Nothing else. Oh.
I don't give a damn if you 8 or 80. You done seen enough.
I mean, what are your expectations if you're not believing in Yahweh Shai? I mean, honestly, with everything that we know now, to get the chip, to have your life totally surveillance by Esau Edom, because they gonna legalize this shit with the kids. To see your baby boy be castrated for the betterment of society, air quote, and turn into a woman.
Wow.
What else do you have here? That's the power of prophecy. That's the power of the word. And that's how you know what this is real, what we're talking about.
Yep.
Because we know and we can articulate how much we don't have any hope here. But in Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's it.
Your legacy is over. You have no more children. You'll be treated like stock.
A precept. This is Revelation chapter 22, verse 6 and 7. And it says, "And he said unto me, These sayings are faithful and true. And the Lord, God of the holy prophets, sent his angel to show unto his servants the things which must shortly come, Salakia, which must shortly be done. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of prophecy in this book." The point going into that is these are faithful and true. And no matter what storms, bullshit we run into, we have to know that this is the truth. The Lord is a man that he ain't no man like us, so he ain't gonna lie.
Right.
So we gotta have that expectation as he stated. You know?
Right, con, bro. Con. And our expectation is to be changed and be like him, right?
That's right. That's right.
Now you finish that, get to that verse, because that's
Con.
go right into it.
God, this is First John chapter 3 and 3. "And every man that hath this hope in him purifieth himself, even as he is pure."
That's access.
That's right. That's right.
Now how'd you get that access? That just the thought of believing that you're going to be just like him, if you have that within your mind, you purify yourself right away. Because how you know that? Because you got peace with the Father. He's the Father of purifying. He's the Most High. We got peace. So when you walk, I'm going to say it again, when you, in your everyday situation, you may fall off and you may do something wicked, you may have a wicked thought, just understand that if you want to have peace through all this up and down roller coaster, you better check your faith, because that's where the peace is at. That's what's going to make the Lord not kill your ass in a horrific way of judgment.
That's right.
You know, we're going to go through stuff, but you see what I'm saying? That's what's gonna keep them. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you've been tripping lately, but you got faith though. You see what I'm saying? You've been a little off. You've been a little distracted with bull crap. I see it. I know you. You see what I'm saying?
You got that. You gotta have that handful of precepts
King
to
David.
fall back on, man.
Right.
Hey, the heart of King David. King David was tripping,
Tripping.
but he cared. He believed.
Right, and that's what got him through it. That's the only thing that got him through it.
Them songs, he
Man,
was writing down all, you know what I'm saying?
he was playing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That boy was- hey, that boy
If it
was
weren't for
big.
these precepts, you know what I'm saying?
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
You know, my Lord, Bible Shop. Bro, he was, look, it's 100 and something of
He
them.
was complaining.
It's hundreds of songs.
Yes.
He was complaining, dog.
Bro, Psalms 119, how
Out.
many verses is that?
Let's turn to it.
Think about what he was going through.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then look at the Song of Solomon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was ruling and still had misery.
Come on.
But bro, like that faith that's planted in each one of us is a mustard seed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So before you know it, it's gonna be 144,000 big ass trees. You see the trees, you know?
Right.
Well, so the Lord know what He's doing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
God, man.
And that faith is what allows you to step back. You're like, you know what? Abraham said, look, sacrifice my son, he must be gonna bring him back. If he asked me to take him out, he must go bring him back. Here we go. That's faith.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's faith. He had other sons. But the Lord set that up. Like, look, this gonna be the son that I'm gonna deal with. You know, this how it's gonna happen. Okay, now I want you to kill him. He mine anyway. So what you gonna do?
That's how you know that's your house.
Come on, man.
Is he your son or is he my son?
Right.
I want to see if you know.
Right. Hey, and bro, check this out though. He became a friend.
Yep.
And it wasn't because the law.
Right.
Let that light turn on.
Yeah.
Come
Right.
on, man.
Right.
If you lock in that mindset that mindset more consistently, wherever you go, you're gonna feel the power. Because the angels around you are gonna put more energy in you because you put more energy in what's most important.
Bro, all our forefathers in all their captivities, the Lord was dealing with them.
Yeah.
No matter what captivity they were. Bro, Joseph got jumped by his brothers and sold into slavery.
Man, horrible situation.
What did his fate lead him to?
Right.
To be able to bring his whole family back together.
So symbolic. Rulership.
Right. Come on.
Together to disperse. The foreigners.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, he
Just
had
like
faith
that.
for the whole
The force.
process.
Just like that.
God.
Just like that. And Abraham had no idea that that's what was going to happen with his seed.
No, he
It
didn't.
was prophesied that his seed was going to end up in Egypt.
Right.
He didn't know it was going to go like that.
Right. Right.
Right?
Right. So that means be prepared for anything.
There you go. There you
Be
go.
prepared for anything.
Get crazy.
And keep this mindset.
Con, this is Galatians 2:16 in the NLT. Yet we know that a person is made right with the Most High by faith in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, not by obeying the law.
Made right. We got to appreciate what the Lord did by taking us out from under the law. We know the law is good, but can we take time to appreciate that He took us out from under it? You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to be wicked. We just like, well, look what He did.
We were
Yeah.
terrible at the law.
We were terrible, man.
Oh, absolutely bonkers.
Come
Man.
on, man. We needed that mercy. We needed a different. Somebody get Romans chapter 1, verse 17 real quick. Real quick.
Is the righteousness of the Heavenly Father revealed from faith to faith.
It's revealed. From faith to faith. That's how you're righteous to them. Think about this. You talk about righteousness. That's how you're righteous to Yahweh Shema Shai. It ain't the law. The law is good, but this is how we prove our righteousness. This way. The same thing he said about Abraham. He said he counted it as righteousness. So your righteousness, if you want to say anything righteous, it's dependent upon your faith. That's why you can stand strong no matter what happens. Because if you just make your choice and make your decision, you can feel good about it because you know you're on the right side. Who cares if pain is coming? Yeah, you don't want to feel pain. I don't want to feel pain either. But guess what? I want the kingdom.
That's right.
Pain don't ask for permission.
Come on, man.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, the Lord can reverse my pain through faith anyway. Like that woman who touched the garden. You don't think she was in pain? 12 years spending all her money. She was in pain, man. That's why she spent all her resources and money for that medicine, for them herbs, and nothing was working. All right? Go ahead. Is it on that?
God's little word.
Go ahead.
It reads, as it is written, the just shall live by faith.
So it's reminding you, as it's already written somewhere else. Habakkuk. Come on, man. So the righteousness is being revealed. And that's what a lot of these other camps, they have a hard time understanding what the Lord is revealing for Jake in real time on earth. They still stuck on the old letter of the law, like it's the end all be all to being accepted. No. Being accepted is faith. Being at peace with the Lord is faith. Period. Okay? Now, I think there's a little bit left. I think there's a little bit left on James chapter 1 that you was reading.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a little bit left to end that one real quick.
Gotcha. This is James chapter 1 and verse 4, NLT. And it reads, so let it grow. For when your endurance develops, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing.
Jake be scared to use it because you too timid. Use it, man. He listening. If you believe he listening. If you make that decision before you step to the prayer table, to the prayer closet, that's why it says prepare yourself when you pray. Do you believe when you're just talking? Because if you're just talking, he ain't gonna hear you. He gonna like try again.
He already know what you want.
He already know it,
So it says,
but he wants you to believe it though.
it says that what in Romans.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
What's that? Romans 8 chapter. The Spirit making intercession for the things that we need.
Come on.
So they know it's a known fact. Do you believe whether or not he's gonna give it to you?
But make your request known.
Yeah.
Make talk. Supplication, speak.
And if you ask for
But
something-
Jake be scared. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. If you
No,
ask
no,
for
go.
something, better be ready for the challenges that come with it.
That's right.
And know that you can overcome it. Now you ask for wisdom. You best believe that fire coming, so you gain that experience.
That's right.
So you pray to the Lord, you young man. You pray to the Lord for experience. Well, excuse me, my bad. All right, spirit, but then wisdom. You better get ready for that experience, baby, because it's coming.
That's right. That's right. That's right. The way the Lord wanted to come.
Yep.
So you didn't even expect.
You'll have highs and lows,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
like the elder going into that foundation, man, I'm telling you, having that personal relationship with the Heavenly Father is very important because nobody can take that away from you.
That's right. That's right.
But the wisdom of this world ain't gonna cut it.
Nah. That's gonna make it all jacked up.
You asking, I'm saying, when you ask the Lord for wisdom, you asking the Lord for the wisdom to please Him. You know what I'm saying? Not you.
Right.
Yep.
And by default, you win. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it ain't nothing that we do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Go ahead.
God is James 1 verse 6 NLT. But when you ask him, be sure that your faith is in the Heavenly Father alone.
Read that again.
Got you. This James 1 verse 6 NLT. But when you ask him, be sure that your faith is in the Heavenly Father alone.
Prepare yourself, man. Make the decision before you pray. I'm only going to believe. When you pray, you shouldn't think about it no more because you know it's going to happen. Let it fly. You praying in, I wonder if you're going to do it after. Well, you didn't believe it then if you wonder if you're going to do it after you prayed about it.
You gotta leave it all in the prayer closet.
Right, you leave it alone and you watch the power rain down.
Man.
Yep. And
Make the
that's-
decision.
That's right.
Do you believe what you just prayed for? If you do, okay, leave it alone. Okay, you gotta go to work, you gotta do something with the kids, whatever, you gotta cook. Okay, just do whatever and watch me rain down out of nowhere or what you asked for. Because through Yahweh Shah, what he say? When you read John 14, he said, ask anything in my name, I will do it. Because I go into the Father. Do you believe the Father's in me? Ask me, I'll do it. That's what Yahweh Shah said. Going back to the access. You got more access than we think.
but our lives are getting in the way.
Oh man, it's like, hey, for real.
That's the truth. We gotta be real. Speaking for myself, our bullshit, our sufferings is getting, our oohs and ouches is getting in the goddamn way. That's the truth. Something you holding?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, cause you about to. Go ahead, I got you. You got it?
Oh, okay. No, I thought about was
So-
going to say something. This is the book of James, chapter 4, verse 2 and 3. And it says, ye lust and ye have not. Ye kill and ye desire to have. And cannot, ye fight in war, yet
You know you need to talk to her, but you want to talk to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get Keisha your undivided attention.
Come on, man.
When you get a lower 15 minutes.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And one thing that'll get you in trouble, and I fall victim to this too, is being a perfectionist. Sometimes you so much a perfectionist that you so into something you gotta dial back. You know, that can be good for you, but it also can be bad for you at the same time if you don't watch it.
That's right. That's right.
Being a super perfectionist, because it can take you away from what we're talking about and spending that quality time with prayer, fervent prayer. Fervent prayer may rain, not come.
That's right.
Fervent. Somebody can hold James chapter 5 real quick. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Ye ask and ye receive not, because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lusts. And that word amiss literally goes into asking improperly. You ain't doing it the right way. You got to put that world away before you can ask the proper way. So the following verse, he says, love not the world.
Right.
Come on,
You know?
man.
Hey, he said, so
Right.
you ask and miss, so you can consume your lust.
Right.
And you can get into the things you want to get to, not please heaven.
Right,
That's right.
right.
That's right.
Excellent point.
It's not a pride, not confidence.
Right.
It's not with faith. It's not a self-ego. You know.
That's
Yep.
what you're saying. Okay. Yeah.
If I grab a quick one.
Yeah, come.
Just laying back off your point. It's Luke chapter 10 and verse 41. And I'm going to grab this in the NLT as well. It says, but the Lord said to her, my dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all these details. There is only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her.
The Holy, what is you going to? The house of the Holy Spirit?
I was going into, because, Mary and Martha, they were preparing a supper for Yahushua when he came, but Martha, she was just all, worried about, getting the supper prepared, but Yahushua was right there. Yeah. Mary, and she was complaining that, Mary wasn't helping her, in the kitchen, but Yahushua was right there. So Yahushua was like, listen, Martha, like, you tripping, like, I'm here. Mary, she's discovered the one thing that she needs to be concerned about, but you haven't. You're concerned over all these little details, getting the food prepared for me, but I'm here. Sup with me. I'm the bread.
That's right. Right. Get deep.
Right.
Think
That
deeper.
goes into what Shodar and others were talking about, trying to get perfection.
Yeah.
And forgetting the actual thing, which is your relationship with Yahushua.
God. The simplicity. Yep.
Now, on that verse, you said verse 6, right? God. Is it another one on there? I think it's another one. I'm not sure. Read verse 6 again real quick. Baba Kashaf, just real quick.
God, got you. James chapter 1 and verse 6. But when you ask him that your faith is in the Heavenly Father alone, do not waver. For a person with divided loyalty is as unsettled as a wave of the sea that is blown and tossed by the wind.
Yeah, that wave, that shaky. Now, that should remind you of the story with Yahushua on the boat with the disciples. It got shaky, but he wanted them to focus on him. Everything is about focusing on us. Believe in us. Okay, I get that, but believe on us. Pay attention. And that's what we're going through, and we're learning more and more on our walk. Be better at. Go ahead.
Oh, man.
This James,
Go ahead.
God, this James 1 verse 7 NLT. Such people should not expect to receive anything from the Lord.
Read that again.
This is James 1 verse 7 NLT. Such people should not expect to receive anything from the Lord.
He's not going to hear you, man. That shaky, you haven't made a decision, he's not going to hear you. Because he's expecting you to come to him correct. Do you trust me? You're asking for something that's good, but you don't believe what you're asking for that's good.
But you want me just to rain it down on you just because? No, get yourself right and our relationship right. Then I'll deal with you, like you want me to. But you gotta fix your mind. You gotta fix your war mind first. Get Satan out your mind, man. Get doubt out your mind.
Yeah.
Man, that was like when Ezra was asking all those questions. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
has a lot of questions.
But the angel would be like, look, I'm gonna see you in a week. Because he was giving him that time to get ready for what he was about to hear.
Right.
You know what I'm
I think it was, you know what, go back. No. You had something?
Yeah, real quick.
Go ahead.
Philippians chapter 4 and verse 6 in the NLT, it says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for all he has done. You see, and the point is at the beginning of the verse, man. Well, the whole verse, period. But what I want to touch on is, like it says, don't worry about anything. You see, if put it like this in a corner sense, we the children of the Most High, right? He's our Father. Just like you and your son, it's not your son's job to worry about bills and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
His job is, you know what I'm saying? He come to you ask you, it's not his job to worry about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's the Most High's job. So, we come, it's just like our child come, hey, Daddy, I want this, I want that. Okay, our job is to what? To be obedient unto our Father. His job is he gonna take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why it says, think not for tomorrow. It says because the day is evil, it's sufficient enough in one day. You gotta you gotta win the battle that's in front of you that day. Stop worrying about so far. Yeah, you make little plans, you got little ideas, okay, fine, but look at what's in front of you. Cause Satan's swinging like a mug. He's swinging, he's trying to punch you back in the head. You can't even see him sometimes. He pop up out of nowhere like a boogeyman. And you gotta be prepared for it.
That's it.
You focus on all the way down the line. Only thing you should be focused on down the line is the kingdom.
That's right.
That's close, That's it. Anything else, hey, if the Lord let it happen, he let it happen in his time, if it be his will. That's
Are
it.
we there yet? Are we there yet? Just ride.
Right.
Sit your head back and ride.
Patient. Right. Be patient.
Chill.
Right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna jump down to verse 12. Philippians 4 and 12 in the NLT. It says, I know how to live on almost nothing or with everything. I have learned the secret of living in every situation, whether it is a full stomach or empty, with plenty or little. But the point, yeah, exactly. That's that secret to life. Trust and faith in the Lord.
That's the secret that he revealed to us. Hey, faith and faith being revealed from faith to faith. It's being revealed what the secret is. We'll go to what the brother just read. It's a secret. It's with us, man. That's part of one of the mysteries. If you do it this way, you have access to us up there. And we'll rain down things. Okay, we'll go to war for you.
The Lord said, I want to show out.
Right.
Watch me show out.
Give me a reason.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't nobody show out like how about you how shot.
No.
And he done made that clear.
Right.
I don't know I don't know how to word the precept, but he basically said, watch me be the most awesome thing you've ever seen.
Right. Taste. Hold on.
3, prove me now.
Yeah.
That's it. That there may not be moving up to receive.
Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man. That's I love that scripture there, man.
I gotta change your body to give you what I want to give you.
Right.
Spirit.
For real.
That's how hard the Lord say I go. He said I go so hard, I'm gonna have to change your whole makeup to experience me.
up,
Right. Damn.
But I did give you enough in this book
Right.
for you to want to fight for it.
Right.
You know?
And hope. Come on, man.
The light affliction.
Right.
Right.
Because it ain't no comparison to what the glory will get.
Right, man. We gotta get strong. We gotta get stronger.
Yeah.
We all have weak spots. Every one of us. That's right. We gotta just admit that and look in the mirror and be strong, and also hold each other more accountable. In a general sense. And still have more mercy.
Right.
Still be long suffering because that's a fruit of the spirit. All that in one bowl. But man, we gotta get strong in the spirit, man. Some of you are holding?
Oh no.
Okay.
If I can say this,
Yeah, go ahead.
self-leadership too.
Yes.
Because when you have self-leadership,
That's right.
it comes with that embodies a lot. Your individual faith. So you're not worried about other people and what they got going on. You're more long suffering.
That's right.
Right. That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Con. Go ahead, go back to the 8th chapter
Uh-huh.
real quick.
I'm
Just
there.
roll. Just roll.
Okay. All right. You start from the top?
Now start back when you left off.
Actually, yeah, let me start up here at, start here at 5.
Okay.
This is Luke 8:5. A sower went out to sow his seed, and as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and it was trodden down, and the fowls of the air devoured it. And some fell upon a rock, and soon as it sprung up, it was withered away because it lacked moisture. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprang up with it and choked it. And the others fell on good ground and sprang up and bare fruit 100-fold.
Right. Faith, belief. Go ahead.
And when he had said these things, he cried, and he has ears to hear, let him hear. And his disciples asked him, saying, what might this parable be? And he said unto you, it is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom, but of the parables. They seeing they may not see, and hearing they may not understand. Now the parable is this: the seed is the word of Yahweh Shai. Those by the wayside are they that hear. Then cometh the devil and taketh away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved.
Don't let the devil come and take away faith in your mind. Hold that shield up and block those fiery darts like it talks about in Ephesians 6. It said above all, holding the shield of faith.
Yeah.
King David had that. He didn't need no physical shield.
I got something quick for you, Quan. This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 2. It says, for unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
You see that?
To go right along with that parable. You know?
Perfect. Man, that's what I'm saying, man. That good ground is faith.
Yep.
That's the good ground. Man, you can't make this up. This is the spiritual energy the Lord wants us in, and let everything else take care of itself. But this is the main thing. This is the main thing. But go ahead,
And they on a rock, they which have received the word with joy, and these have no root,
Yeah.
which for a while believe.
Wait, no root, no access. Because the roots, when a root is rooted to the ground, that root has access to what? All the different minerals, different things, right?
Yep.
To make it grow.
Yep. Come.
You see? So you got to be, what is it, rooted in faith? There's another scripture, rooted in faith. So that root in there does that, man. That brings you the access, which is those minerals and nutrients for you to bloom, for you to prosper, for you to grow.
Gone.
Like a tree.
Gone.
But as soon as your faith withers, guess what? Your plant, you start to wither. Think about it. When your faith withers, you wither like a plant that's not rooted correctly.
Yep.
That fig tree.
Come
Don't
on.
curse that fig tree.
Right? Go ahead, Doc.
It says, and on the rock they that which have here received the word with joy, and these have no root, for which for a while believe, and in time of temptation fall away.
Right? They lose faith when they getting the dragons come, Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger come at night and disturb their life. Now they got sudden fear. They don't have a sound mind. A sound mind is that faith, meaning you made a decision already. That's a sound mind. You already trust him already. So whatever comes, you just deal with it.
Or that boisterous wind.
That boisterous wind, right? Those are the boisterous winds are distractions in your life. That's what it is. You ever been folk? Ooh, I'm on fire. All of a sudden something happened and you just feel low.
Yep.
Your mind's ticking out.
That's the Peter situation.
Gone.
But what did Yahweh do? Like he spoke, Yahweh helped him back up.
Yep.
And that's what he's doing to us.
Immediately.
We focus, a boisterous wind come and distractions come, we get low. We pray, he pick us back up because our faith. That's why we still here in the first place. Otherwise, we'd be back in the world like the other guys.
Right.
They wasn't rooted in faith. That's why they bugged out in the world. They lost the way they supposed to live. The just shall live by faith. If you're supposed to live by it, if you ain't got it, you're dead.
Man.
Go ahead.
And that which fell among thorns are they which they have heard go forth and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life.
Right. Win. Right.
Right, distraction.
Just blew you off the map.
Man, come on, man. Go ahead.
And bring no fruit to perfection.
Uh-huh. Now remember, earlier it said, who read it, we're talking about how our faith growing to perfection. And you read that about perfection?
God.
Come on.
Beautiful.
Here a little, there a little. It all connects.
Yep.
He wants our faith to grow from glory to glory, from faith to faith, the next level, man, like an onion, different layers. Go ahead.
But that on good ground are they which in honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it and bring forth fruit with patience.
Yeah, blessed he that readeth. They go back and read, they say, oh, I ain't got to stay down. I can get up through your house shot. I ain't got to be doomed because I made a mistake. I ain't justified by law anyway, but the law is good. Let me do my best to do it, but your house shot made a different way for us. Go ahead.
No man which he has let a candle covered with a vessel or put it under a bed, but seeth it on a candlestick, that they which enter in may see the light.
Right. Go ahead.
For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be made known and come abroad.
Right. Go ahead.
Take heed therefore how ye hear. For whoever hath, to him shall be given, and whosoever hath not, for him shall be taken even that which he seemeth to have give.
Right,
to have.
man. Check your examine if you of the faith, man. Because your house shall come, he ain't playing. He already gave you the mercy and the way for you to get into the chariot, for you to get saved and not be condemned by the law. He already gave you that way by coming down here in the first place. So if you don't take that route, then you deserve to die. You deserve to stay behind and get burned by the missiles. Because you didn't see the mercy that was right in front of you. Go ahead.
And then to him his mother and his brethren, and could not come at him for the press. And it was told by a certain which had said, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to see thee. And he answered and said unto them, my mother and my brethren are these which hear the word of Yahweh Yahushua and do it.
That's right. Woo. And do it his way. Once again,
These people are more important.
right.
Hey, I got a friend in Chicago. I tell Jay, hey, Shalom, I think I want you to Shalom. I gotta say it. I tell Jay in Chicago, this is my family. Those niggas are your relatives. I'm just related to these niggas.
God.
This my family.
Right.
God.
God. That's right.
Jay can tell you, man. I know a million niggas. I don't fuck with my family. Like that's cool. All of them stay in Chicago too. I don't buy nigger. I'm big on the ER with those niggas, man. I call them moolies. Fucking moolies. Mooley, y'all know Mooleyani's.
Yeah.
But yeah, the brothers. This is our family. The people that related to us are niggas.
Right.
We just related to. I haven't been to my family, a family gathering since I would say 2007, 2009. I met the Elder Uriah in 2008. These brothers, Benji, that's my real family. I don't think about them niggas. It's 2023. The Elder Yah, they're my brothers, man. That's my real family. I don't family. It's you niggers. Send me a friend request. So get out of here, niggas. You're a nigga. You ain't some pork this morning. Go brush your fucking teeth. I'm serious, man. But this is all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahushua. And that's why I had told the brother, and my second favorite scripture in the Bible is that Matthew 28th chapter, when he said, lo, I be with you, even to the end of the earth. Because if we was around, going through the reincarnation, the regeneration, like he told John, I think that's Revelation 10, he said you were going to preach again, you were going to come back in your life, Daniel. Nobody else was ever doing this but us.
That's right.
That's why, and like I said, and I brought it out online yesterday,
those old niggers, you know, those niggers, them relatives, if, from either that, you know, your baby mama, especially that nigger woman, but these people, if the brothers were sent back to the regenerations to get their judgment, which hopefully, you know, it's a crown, but if the brothers were sent back, these scoffers was too. Most of these niggas in your family can put you to death in the last lifetime. But the Lord actually understands that you love them to an extent and you have an affinity. He'll use those niggas to prove you, man. And then show you why he had them around. That's why you gotta fight for the end. I'm speaking as a Murph, you know, right now. But the Lord ain't a one-dimensional kid like them niggas in them old fight games.
Yeah.
Like the Rock, not even the games, the Rock, just yeah. Ain't no angles, ain't no nothing going on. Niggas just there. Like the Lord ain't like that, man. The Lord make you meditate on shit full spectrum, and he pull your spirit, man. The scriptures let you know, man, the heart of a man is deep, but you draw it out. Wisdom, draw it out. You gotta
Pain and suffering.
draw this out from the Lord. Exactly.
Pain and suffering gonna draw that.
That's why the scripture lets you know that tribulations builds character.
That's right.
What kind of character? The next rule is to govern this earth. Yahweh Ratazah.
That's right.
So I just want to say that.
That's what you're saying, that character is going back to the lesson of building faith. Because your faith to faith, glory to glory, that builds character and get you closer to your high about your shine.
That's right.
And further from the world. Even though the world tear your ass up, you don't even care no more.
Tear your ass. So that's why do you think these niggas so bugged out?
That's right.
They got a different God every week.
That's right. Go ahead. Go
That's right. That's why I said they got a different one because they find out. They got a brother. This brother, he be with me a lot. His brother be talking a lot. He's my uncle. But I actually know his family. This nigga, Larry. He my favorite one. He his favorite one too, but we know he gonna get fried. Yeah. This nigga, so we don't talk to everybody, but Larry like a nigga, we really sat down and broke this shit down to him. This nigga got some new shit every week, but it's going to what the elder said, this nigga is his own God. He gonna get this shit. He's gonna get some land. He's gonna get that fucking digital currency. No matter how he get it, he gonna get up with Dr. Umar. He don't know what it, well, he ain't now. I ain't gonna say he gonna do that. But long story short, this nigga got something because it's himself, man. Because they're missing the answers. And the real answer is faith, man.
That's right.
The things that we can't, because we can, even though we physically can't see the Lord, we can see the Lord moving throughout the earth.
Right.
The Lord told us. He said the things that are written aforetime before I learned. Isaiah, 48:5. He said these things before he done them. So these niggas can't say that they idlehead did it. Whether it's they self, whether it's this Mark, JC, whoever. They're not going to be able to say this because the Lord revealed his secret to his servants, the prophets.
Right.
We declared it. We understood it. We learned it through faith.
Right.
Yes, I followed men blindly. But my eyes open too. I seen the light. And I say it all the time. A light could be two things. It's a beacon and a blinder, man. It's a blinder to these dumbass niggas and it's a beacon to us.
That's right.
I call them nigger roaches. You get a group of these nigger roaches, you cut on the light, what the roaches do? They run back to the trash, they run back to the darkness. They don't even want you to see them, but you cut off the light, they here for the party. Those are niggas, they don't have faith, man. Niggers are like roaches, man.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. I'm gonna get a word here. This is it says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." Right? And when you get this word meek here in the definition, that word is prados in the Greek. It says meekness toward the Most High is that disposition of spirit in which we accept his dealings with us as good.
Come on, man.
And therefore without disputing or resisting.
Right.
In the Old Testament, the meek are those wholly relying on the Most High rather than their own strength to defend against injustice.
Trusting the Lord, having that vision. You gotta have, as a pilgrim, you gotta have vision, man.
Yep.
See, a pilgrim in the world, he going for a far journey, like the movies, what Treasure Hunt, what's it called?
Indiana Treasure?
Yeah. If they go on far on a journey to find gold and treasure, right? They can just die, have all things. All things can happen easily, but in our pilgrimage, we can have faith with all this and be protected on our journey. And have that vision of that expected end of greatness to be changed like the Yahweh Shai.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
I remember something you told me years ago, and this always stuck with me. You said pretty much whenever you're dealing with something, you know what I'm saying, it's always, if you're looking in the mirror at the scenario situation, it's understand and know that Yahweh Shah, he's on the other end of that mirror.
Right. Oh, yeah. I make the analogy of the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
How they behind this glass and they watching them do all this stuff and they hitting buttons and a big boogeyman come out chasing them. They hit this button and the ground open up. That's what the Lord doing to us. But if we hold our faith, we gonna make it through it. We know what He's doing. He's the one controlling the buttons of everything. I create the light. I create peace. I the Lord do all these things.
That's right.
Can I get one for
Yeah,
you?
go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 16, verse 40. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and end those evils. Be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Spiritual pilgrims. Spiritual pilgrims. Pilgrims that understand that you got access and power through this journey. Guess what? That boogeyman come, guess what? You got the spiritual power to move that boogeyman. In the name of Yahweh Shah. If you believe it.
So say it's called the Holy Spirit, man.
Right.
Everything we doing through the Holy Spirit, man. Just understanding this, just knowing this, and the power is being intensified, man. It's really being amped up. You could just feel it, man. You can really feel everything out here, man. We got the power, man. I like the apostle of the realm when I told me a long time ago, knowing this truth is the beginning of spiritual power.
Absolutely.
And it gotta be, because not just looking at these niggas, like I don't look at, like, I mean, I look at niggas, whatever. I look at myself, man. I was one of the biggest niggers on the planet. Just to know this, like this gotta be of the Lord. I don't need the great niggas coming out in the smoke, spinning around. I don't need that History Channel shit. The fact that I can actually understand this, I know that this is the truth. Now, do I know am I gonna make it or not? No. But that's where the faith come in, and that's where the fight come in.
That's right. That's right.
That's you gotta, cause I mean, if they coming in with the belt, ain't nothing to fight for.
Ain't nothing to endure.
Ain't nothing that you just up there.
That's right.
You didn't really win. Hey, like we do the jiu-jitsu, right? In the tournaments, a lot of times, say if it's not a dude in your weight class, or these just say it's not a dude that's competing in the exact division you competing in, they give you the trophy. You stand up there on the top. Normally the top 3 guys would be the best down there, but you just like the guy. You standing there on top. You got the belt and shit, and you ain't even fighting nobody. Not saying you can't fight. If you couldn't fight, you wouldn't be there.
Right.
But at this moment in time, you didn't do shit. You don't want to be like that, man. The Lord that shit looks corny. The Lord is dramatic. He has to fight.
Yeah.
We gotta fight the people we love. Hey, look, what you say on?
No, I'm saying that's why you gonna get tested. You know, you gotta be proved. It's not gonna be glamorous at times.
No, it's not, man. I was chopping up this snow the other day, just giving this bitch some game, and she gonna say some cornball shit to you a lovable fighter. I'm both. You can't be one without the other. She said, "What you mean?" I said,
need to be.
"Exactly. Look, I'm a loving." I told that bitch, "I'm a loving fighter. I fight for what I love, and I love what I fight for." Ooh. That's
Oh
it.
my
That's
God, Rakeem!
That's
cold right there, bro.
That's how you
That's
gotta
cold.
live life. That's true, man. You gotta love this shit. You gotta love the fight, man. If you don't, the Lord is just gonna spew your goofy ass out.
Period.
You gotta get with it.
If you think you're gonna live forever and have crowns on your head, different crowns, and
You
all
ain't
these
need
mega
shit.
castles, your personal chariot, there's thousands of kids, all these households,
Without
you popping up
a
in the
man.
chariot, popping up with the armor. You think you're gonna have that forever? You ain't gonna do nothing for it? That's ridiculous.
That's why the Lord didn't give us
That's
the kingdom of
ridiculous.
the
Exactly.
That's ridiculous to think you're gonna get it like that.
Whoever seen this movie? It's one of my favorite movies. Y'all ever seen The Big Hit with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
You remember at the beginning when he went through all that shit and he killed all them niggas, and then fucking put the guy like Jake, Luke Diamond Phillips.
Yeah.
Him and the fucking the Mexican nigga come in, and after everybody dead, they shoot the ground. We fucked him up. Nigga. That's how you look, man. You ain't did nothing to fight. He just been there and killed 60 motherfuckers by himself. Y'all two come at the end, everybody dead. He sweating bullets, you shooting dead niggas. He look at him and say, "Yeah, we fucked him up." They high fiving. That shit corny, man.
In this this fight, and the thing is, this fight ain't nothing to the way of glory. Come on, man. There's no comparison of I'm hurting, I'm depressed to living forever. You can't compare it.
No, you can't. It's listen, every day, and you know, I've been in this truth for a couple of years. But the thing about it is, I realized that, you know, whether it's one of them days I'm being a bitch ass nigga, or one of them days I'm high in the spirit. Whatever type of day it is, you really gotta understand, man. Or some days I can be holeless and doleless. You know, whatever it is. Every day is a good day in the truth, man. As long as you out here, how about you outshine, got the spirit on. Even when you like I said, feeling like a bitch ass nigga, you know, like when you down in the spirit and when you like this, cause that shit be happening. You gotta understand the reason you even down, you consider, you understand it's the truth. It's a nigga, that's a wicked ass nigga right now that don't feel no type of way about what he's doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like about nothing, man. He finna go commit some adultery, put the bean in the ring and make a big scene, you know?
He ain't contract at all.
Ain't contract at all.
He ain't close to contract.
Exactly. We gotta consider these things. Every day in the truth is a good day, man. Hey, this brother's just locked the fuck up right now, man. Really locked the fuck up. You know? All type of shit going on. Brothers got ailments, but hey, some brothers mighty. Hey, but hey, we all fighting, man. And every day in this truth, no matter what the Lord, you know, bringing you through, it's great. It's for the fight. It's great. It's great.
Go ahead. No, here's a little bit more.
Oh, come.
Then we're gonna run through it and finish it up.
Okay.
Close it up.
I'll finish up this definition here. Start back in the middle. It says, thus, meekness toward evil people means knowing the Most High is permitting the injuries they inflict, that He is using them to purify His elect.
And that's why when you read about casting coals on somebody's head, and then He also reigns on the unjust, when you keep reading, He said it is pleasing to Him for you to be ashamed. So sometimes you want to be quickly be mad and want to just but you got to learn how to be calm and rule your sports. To say a man who don't rule his spirit is like a city without walls.
Without walls. That's right.
If your walls are down, those demons can come in fast. Because ain't no faith there. Ain't no shield to guard them away, to block them. The fiery darts in Ephesians 6.
You gotta learn how to take your action.
Right.
So don't learn how to take it.
Right. So don't always react. Be more spiritual. Cast them cold. Okay, you know what? I know this person don't like me, but watch. I'm gonna overcome evil with good.
That's right.
Period. And then Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna reward me. When you read it, says that. That's right. Let the Spirit guide you, not your emotions, not your flesh. Let the Spirit. That's your mind being in heaven versus being on the earth. Let the people on the earth react like that.
Yeah.
But we are representations of Yahweh Shema Shah. We gotta act like it more and really control and not be like women and emotional. Let them be emotional. But you be stoic. You be that ancient man coming back. That's what you got to be. You go ahead now.
Damn.
It says He is using them to purify His elect, and that He will deliver His elect in His time. And that makes me, like Luke 18 chapter. You know what I'm saying? Like the widow that was crying out and praying for the injustices of the judge.
Yeah.
That wasn't, you know what I'm saying? And then the Lord wants you to continually call out upon Him. The Lord, you think you're tired out the Lord because you're praying too much?
Give Him no rest.
Say that again. What the brother said.
Give Him no rest.
That's right.
Right. Speak. Make your request known. Come on. Hey, James chapter 1 talk about that. He said you won't get on his nerves if you ask.
Right.
For wisdom, He not gonna upbraid you. Yeah. Why you talking to me? Now, if you ain't got faith, He gonna say, man, get your ass together.
Hey, it's
come back.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
If you ever heard a baby crying or some soft ass nigga crying, whoever crying, you know, whatever, it's annoying. But the Lord said to hear it. But the Lord said, going back and give Him no rest, He said He's gonna set a mark on them who cry and sigh for the abominations of the ugliness thereof. You know, you can't bother the Lord with your request. That's right. You know, you can't bother the Lord. Hey, I hate to quote, they be bootlegging, like this brother say, bootlegging the scriptures. But they got, because I ain't gonna use the name JC, but even in that old black Christian church, them old battle acts used to sing that song, JESUS is on the main line, tell me what you want. They bootleg for us. Say the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is a strong child. The righteous run into it and are safe. That's all you gotta know. You believe that?
Right, come on.
That's fine. But He gonna take you through some shit that make you believe that and show you that He real.
Right. Your faith is gonna be proved. Right. One of the things I was listening to Andrew Tate podcast, he was like, I can't call myself the top G and not expect some shit to come and prove that I'm the top G. I can't just call the top G and go to jail and bitch up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know,
Exactly.
you can't call yourself Mr. Big Show and don't expect nobody want to squad with you.
That's right.
You know,
Right.
you know,
Right,
I kick
exactly.
ass, but ain't nobody gonna pull up.
Come on,
you better expect it.
Come on, man. Come
You
on.
know?
That's why I always say when you focus on faith, that's when Satan comes. He comes with some haymakers. You gotta be ready for
We
that.
calling ourselves the elect or the hopeful elect.
Right.
Well, that's gonna be proven. Your integrity is gonna be proven.
Yes,
Your
right.
faith is gonna be tried.
That's right.
You know, your hope is gonna be sought out.
That's right.
You
That's
know?
right. And to figure out what you're saying is that's why when you can finish up in Luke 8. We'll go through real quick.
Go.
But when you finish up in Luke 8, Yahweh Shai was preparing him for that resistance. See, before he went to the Father, he knew he had to prepare the disciples for the resistance that they would have to receive from believing on him like that. Because he know how the Father rolled.
Yeah.
See, he knew, oh, you believe in Yahweh Shai? Okay. You only believe? Okay, well, watch this. So when he was taking them through those different circumstances and rebuking them because of lack of faith in those circumstances, that was to build them up so when he went to the right-hand side of the Father and they continued, then they start rising the dead. Then they start, right? But before that, when he was with them, why couldn't we do this, Lord?
Yep.
These demons, we couldn't cast these demons off. He said, because of your unbelief. So, when Yahweh Shai came on the scene, it's like when we woke up. It's just he ain't physically here, but it's the same thing. Disciples woke up. Now we on this side of the world, reincarnated, woke up, going through that same thing. Certain things we fail at, but we get back up and try again. Oh, now it works. That's what they were doing. That's what was written. That's what was written. Now, when we talk about spiritual power and things coming, you can look at it like the book of Acts. It was a process for them to rise the dead. They didn't just rise the dead. They have to fail first.
Right.
And see why they failed. And he reminded them because your faith ain't there. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And then just to add on to it, that's why he told them to stay in Jerusalem until he sent the Comforter down.
Right.
Because they weren't quite ready yet.
They wasn't ready, but he was preparing them.
God.
And he's preparing us now.
God.
You see, it's really, when you look at both those dynamics, it's the same, man. We're going through the process like they went through the process. You're going to fail, but if you have your faith, he'll pick you back up, and before you know it, you're doing things you never thought you could do. That's when the world gonna freak out. That's when Psalm 2 gonna come to pass, when they come together and say, man, we gotta cut them cords, man. The Lord and his anointed, they doing too much.
Yeah, that was in that movie, The Last Dragon. Basically, it was a story of him believing in himself.
Yep.
Because he was going around looking for the master.
Yeah.
For the master.
Believing in himself,
yeah.
But the whole time he had finished his training.
Yeah.
And so basically he sent them out and said, there's one last technique that you have to perfect, but you got to go find the master. So he going all around New York City looking for the master, and he comes back and like, man, I failed. And so the master, like his seafood, hit him in his forehead. You ain't looked in the one place I told you.
Man.
So what he has to do, he has to go through a battle with showing up and be taken to the edge of his life before he realizes who's the master. I am. You know what I mean? Right. You know, and then
You got that glow.
Yeah.
That's what he has to
That's us.
And you go, yeah, we're going through that to have the faith to know that the Most High dwells within you. You go through the process of ups and downs, trials, tribulations, you know, and we're gonna be pulled to it. There's gonna be a time we can't go get no Starbucks.
Right.
We still the easy. Well, you still go get you Starbucks right now.
Right.
It's still the easy part. We ain't at the
I
hard part.
tell Jacob
Right.
all the time, you get you a bottle of cheap ass wine,
Yeah.
you get you some coochie, you know, you can still wake up, you know, and play the fucking video game. This shit is about to, come on, man. This shit about to go down, man.
It's about to change real quick. You can still decompress right now.
Come on, man. hey, I always say that grace period is for your faith to grow.
Right.
So when the worst time in history takes place, you can seek through it and trust only.
Absolutely.
That's literally what it's about.
Stability.
That's right. Right.
Yes.
Right. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Fear the Lord and do what he say. Don't worry about the rest, man. No, we're gonna roll to 8. We're gonna finish it real quick.
Okay, this is
So we close up.
Luke 8:22. Now it came to pass on a certain day that when he went into a ship with his disciples, and he said unto them, let us go over unto the other side of the lake. And they launched forth But as they sailed, he fell asleep, and there came a storm of wind on the lake.
Now I always make a joke that Yahweh was laying there with one eye open like this, seeing what they was gonna do. Like, was he really asleep, or was he just, you know, when you try, you know what I'm saying? Was he trying to see what they was gonna do? Go ahead.
And they were filled with water and with jeopardy, and in jeopardy.
Now I want y'all to imagine this scene in real time. Go look at an ocean. Man, the ocean don't play no, the waters don't play no games. So imagine that's you on the boat and the water coming over there. You're like, man, what the? That's the sight. Walking by faith and not by sight. The sight can be ugly as hell. Like Daniel the lion's den. You got hungry lions. That's a horrible sight. And they hungry looking at you. Multiple lions.
Salivating. Big ass ancient lions.
Come on, man.
Them lions is probably bigger than fucking
Right. Huge.
ancient ass lions.
Right. Bro, it's a horrible sight seeing that fire get took to a whole new level. You walking into the fire. That's a horrible sight. We ain't seen no shit like that.
Yeah.
You looking at, you scared because your bill came in the mail. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? You spent $20 on a goddamn taco stand. And you scared to check your goddamn bank account. I don't know.
Don't trick.
That's right.
Come on, you swag your shit.
So that'll be 25.
Come on.
Damn.
Come on, right. Come on, man.
They got the red letters open immediately.
Put that away.
Bro.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, and I know y'all more up to par on certain shit, but like, I ain't looked at the mail in 5 motherfucking years. I don't get no fuck, man. Hey, look, anybody can tell you, man, that knows me, that lives with me, that sick. Look, man, I wake up, I read, I go to the gym, I do the video, I'm getting straight to some bullshit all day. I'm not looking at no motherfucking mail. I'm not like, my mind's just not here, man. Mail, I only know 2 motherfucking days. When the Sabbath falling and when I get paid. I don't think about none of this shit. I let Jay deal with that. Like, I'm real. If you ever heard the song Hood Rich,
that's all right.
In the spirit, I'm just birthed.
Yeah, it's all right.
I just be around, man. I feel like it's ever.
Hey, but the point is that, you know, keep reading.
This is Luke 8:24. And they came to him and woke him, saying, Master, Master, we perish. Then he arose.
Now they projected doom
already.
Well, your house on the boat with them.
That's crazy, man.
So you see what sudden fear can do to you? Sudden fear can make you lose all logic of what the Lord already taught you.
Yep.
What they already saw.
What they already saw.
Prior to that.
Right. They thinking about, I'm going to die. The water. Don't get me wrong. That's an intense situation. But it's more intense to have faith. That can overcome that. That's the point. Go ahead.
He was the son of God on land.
Come on, man.
He was your savior on land.
On water. We all gonna die. Come on, man.
Yeah, Jay dramatic too.
Yeah. Jay can stiffen up a little bit.
Bro, now how stoic is it to sit there with the water in the boat and be one of the ones? Say you one of the ones that told them, what y'all worried about?
Man.
We good. The water coming on the boat now.
Man.
But you still got that stoic. That's what the Lord wants us to be. He wants to be more stoic in his trust and his refuge. Go ahead.
And it came to him and awake him, saying, Master, Master, we perish. Then he arose and rebuked the wind and the raging of the waters, and they ceased, and there was a calm.
Oh, check this out.
And he said unto them, Where is your faith? And they being afraid wondered, saying one to another, What manner of man is this?
So if Yahweh Shah asked him, where is your faith when the water on the boat? What's wrong with us? You ain't on no boat with no water coming on it. We got to get stronger, man. That's that next glory. What he talking about is written. It's for us to read and say, you know what? Come on, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm getting revved up.
What manner of man is this?
Uh-huh.
For he commanded even the winds and the water, and they obey him.
Now catch this. Before we end this message, I want you to really catch this. They asked Yahweh Shah, what manner of man is this? But Yahweh Shah threw it back at him. You can do the same. I'm a man of faith. That's the man I am. That's why he said, where is your faith? He's showing them what the Father expects. He is the example. He's the big brother. We follow him, you can't lose. Go ahead, Op.
And that's going into the demonic being cured. I think that was pretty much it.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see. Good. All right, he says, and they arrived in the country of,
well, you know what?
yeah, I think you may jump down, right? Came out here, the uncle, I knew the uncle Spears.
Go ahead.
He sent to Legion.
Go ahead.
You know what that one did the devil.
So, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pause that and end it on one scripture.
Okay.
And we'll end it. The scripture when he says about the fig tree and removing, he said, anything is possible to you?
Oh, yeah, Matthew
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, if you can get that, we can end on that.
Man, brother.
Matthew 21 and 8 it was?
I got 21.
The dream of the fig.
No, I wasn't thinking that same thing. It wasn't the curse of the fig tree.
No, that's not the word tree. It was about moving mountains.
Oh, yeah, that was Matthew
17 and 20.
Yeah, kind of.
Matthew 17.
17 and 20.
I got it. And he said, this is Matthew 17 and 20. And Yahushua said unto them, as a matter of fact, I'll go up. And then the disciples came to Yahushua apart and said, why could not we cast him out?
Talking about those demons. Okay? They're learning. This is the process of learning to get to cast out demons in the future. Well, we're going to do more in the future. Go ahead.
And Yahushua said unto them, because your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed.
Well, we know mustard seed is the smallest seed, but it has the biggest yield. It's the biggest tree, which is a lot of faith. Jacob's low, but guess what? We're going to grow the biggest.
That's right. Hey, mind if I add on that too?
Go.
Also, when you go into that mustard seed, you know, the scriptures goes into being firmly rooted.
Right.
You know, the thing about the mustard seed is the roots go just as deep as its stature and height.
Strong.
So when you have that faith of a mustard seed, you got to be deeply rooted, and that's what's unseen. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes, that shit ain't gonna get knocked down.
That's your
You
pie.
know?
That's your pie. Wow.
Excellent point, brother.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verily I say unto you, if ye have faith of a grain of a mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
So he was teaching them to tap into power.
Yep.
But you can't do it without faith. You can't do it occupied in the world with all these distractions. That boisterous wind that hit Peter.
Right.
So going back to what we spoke about in the lesson at the beginning, that woman that touched that garment of Yahushua, we can touch him at any moment. It's all in the mind, man. It's all in the mind. And if he rebuked the disciples for having a lack of faith, if he gave the centurion, he was amazed, he marveled at his faith. How about the one that was sick that they pulled up the roof and let him down through the crowd?
Mark 2 and 4.
Right. So we can get through anything through him. Make a decision. He said only believe. That's what he said. He said only.
Hey, one of my favorite stories in the scripture is with him, I think it was Philip, and they seen Nathaniel. Now you gotta understand, like the Lord, he did a lot of great things. Like if we see what the Lord did today, if we see some dude or some man, walking up the street and do something that the Lord did today, with all this wild ass technology and shit out, we would be amazed. So you really gotta imagine how amazing shit like that was. Not shit, but the miracles, like it was back in the day. Like it'd be something today, let alone back then. But I say that to say this: like many people seen what the Lord did, and they still didn't believe him. But Nathaniel, when he brought him to him, he said, "See, this is our Lord." It is written that the Lord is coming out of Nazareth. I'm paraphrasing, but when Nathaniel said to him, he said, "Is it any good thing to come out of Nazareth?" So he was talking shit. He looked at him and said, "Come on, man, niggas, it's like y'all looking at me as this nigga from Chicago, But Yahushua told him, he said, before you said that, I seen you under the tree. And what did he say? He said, "Lord, you the king of Israel." He didn't have to see shit.
Yeah, that's right.
He just knew the Lord was coming. He really just had faith. So you really got to think about Nathan. And he was a professed scoffer. He did not that he was scoffing that the Lord was coming, but to Yahushua himself. That Yahushua, he was just like, yeah, ain't nothing. Ain't nothing good come out of Israel. The Lord told him one thing that wasn't even that very heavy compared to every. Now all the scriptures are heavy. I'm not displaying that, but it was a light thing when he said it, but it boosted Nathaniel's faith. He got with it immediately. He didn't ask no questions. He didn't say do a 360 and another 360 back, do the split, nothing.
That's right.
He just followed me. And that's how we gotta be, man. In the spirit of Nathaniel. So we once might not look at things like they are what they are, but it is what it is. And this is the truth, man. This definitely is the truth.
Because the Lord will have it to whereas, if I may add the point, the Lord may have it to whereas you just can get it. Or the Lord may have it to whereas you may not get it at that moment, and this something happens whereas you're like, oh shit, you get it. Like, you know, like James, you know what I'm saying? Like the brother of Yahushua, like, you know, it's not really documented what James was doing while Yahushua was on the scene. It really only documents his walk afterwards. But you know, when you read in the scriptures, it tells you how his brothers, remember his brothers were scoffing at him? You know what I'm saying?
He had some that wasn't and two that was down.
Yeah, James and Jude.
That's right.
You know? But it's like, who know, like, you know, even when you read, like, who knows? Like, James, like, after he risen from the James was like, oh, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just speculating, just, you know, extrapolating. But, you know, the Lord can have it in two different scenarios, man. Like, whereas you know, you hear, oh, snap, or you may, something may have to happen
Right.
for you to get it. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Right.
It's beautiful at both avenues.
spectrums.
Right. Everybody had their own walk designed for them to get to the Lord and get on that chariot. But I ended on that unless somebody want to quickly say something.
One quickly. John 11, verse 25 and 26. Yahushua said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believest thou this? Now he ended that. Now he just ended it off with a question. It was like, look, you know, if you believe upon me, look, you will never die. But do you believe that though? And that's literally the mindset that we have right now. He's the resurrection, he's the life, and through Yahushua, we have access to immortality. That's why the scripture says that the kingdom of heaven is already within you, and it begins with this knowledge. You know, and with us having this knowledge, man, this is immortal, other dimension power that we have. We got access to it right now. And not everybody. We done seen the world change since the Lord tapped into our spirits.
Right.
Now, let's say if you take the eldest brothers in the camp, 2007, right? 2007 to 2023. We seen the mountains move.
Man, that's right.
We done seen mountains move.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? We done seen
That's true.
everything that the Lord told us to watch for.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And glory to glory. You know what I'm saying? Now what's next? You know what I'm saying?
Even like we be talking to the younger brothers and I be getting down on them and shit because I be like, who ain't find it? Read. I be getting on them.
Yeah.
I be fucking around with them. But they like Cadell and Malcolm always say, pull out your fancy phone and find it. You know, fill it out. You know, but I was thinking, I was like, shit, y'all lucky. Like we didn't, when I came to the truth, we didn't have like smartphones. It wasn't out. None of this shit was out. We came to the line. We had motherfucking concordance, strong concordance that we were stealing from the libraries. They was this motherfucking big. If you wanted to get something in the Greek, your ass was right there just like this. Every week.
Yeah,
you know?
talk wrong as hell for the brother to find it.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you wasn't sharp, you really had to look like you was up there saying some shit. That's it. Get real.
That right there in the Greek.
That right there in the Greek. Motherfuckers like.
Hey.
But that's even small stuff like that, you know? You know?
That brother be coming with backpack be having a tablet in it.
A tablet, man. We had 4 suitcases.
Yeah.
We had 4 suitcases. We had the signs. It was all type of shit going on. It was all type of shit going on. We had all the signs. That's what we call all the signs. Every single sign in they motherfucking mama.
Yeah.
Then every time we people Chicago different, man. Like we had talked some shit or make something, you know, in a regular vocabulary, man. Look, fuck that. We make a sign out of this shit. We make a sign out of everything because we mock motherfuckers and shit. Like yeah, man. But the world's changed, man. The world's changed, man.
In those years, yeah, things can improve. And we're getting ready for an even bigger change because obviously, you know, we're gonna see even more brothers. You know,
Yes,
where
right.
it's gonna be scary for the world to see as far as these believers go. And with the access to information and the internet, you can make anything small look huge, whatever, and they'll do what they think that they're gonna do. But it's all in the Most High's hands, man. So, you know, it's been a great lesson.
And so with that, and give our praises to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash.
give honor to the Elder Grey Redstone and shalom to Akim out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.